I was going to use UniFi Protect Webhooks and Home Assistant to create an automation any smart homeowner needs. Keep those darn kids off the lawn. But here in North Dakota this time of year, we still have too much snow, so let's keep them out of the snow.
Hey, get off my snow.
That automation only took a UniFi Protect Alarm, a webhook automation in Home Assistant, and that's it. Starting here at the automation screen in Home Assistant, we just need to click on Create Automation. Create new automation. We'll add a trigger. We'll just search for webhook. And it creates a webhook ID for us. If we click on the settings gear, we want to accept post and put requests and only accessible from our local network. And then we'll add an action. And I'm going to trigger a sound on the doorbell using my Doorbell MQTT UniFi custom integration. So I'm going to select an option, add a target, and I'm going to search for my options here for the sound effects on the doorbell. And then I'll just select a sound. And that's all we need for our automation, so I'll save this one. And then the only thing we need for UniFi Protect is the URL and webhook ID. If you click copy in Home Assistant here, it will copy your full Home Assistant URL plus the webhook ID. And now we'll switch over to UniFi Protect where I'm at my camera live feed. And we'll go into settings to set up a line for the crossing into the snow. So we'll add a line here. And we just set the line so if somebody crosses into the snow, and then you want to have the line in a spot where somebody's head might not cross it because it will trigger it if it sees anything crossing the line that's a human. And then we'll uncheck animal and vehicle. And we'll just give this a name and save it. Then we'll go over to the Alarm Manager in UniFi Protect and we'll create an alarm. The Alarm Manager has all sorts of triggers. You can use object detection. It does have some AI stuff that I don't have any AI cameras right now. You can do system events as well if a device was added or disconnected. So we're going to do an activity, line crossing. And I'll check my doorbell and then we'll select webhook. By default, it will be a Slack post. We're going to change that to a custom webhook and paste our Home Assistant URL. And then we'll check advanced settings and post. The post data will contain extra JSON in the body that you can use inside of Home Assistant. We won't cover that in this video, but I do link to the full blog post on this in the description. We won't use thumbnail. What that will do is it will take a screen grab of the camera at the time the event was triggered, and it sends it as base 64 encoded data, which we can't really use in Home Assistant. And now we'll go ahead and test the alarm. So I'll click on Test Alarm. And test alarm again, and that will send the webhook to Home Assistant, triggering the automation. Now if we switch over to Home Assistant and click on the traces for our automation, we can see that it was executed. Switch back to the UniFi Protect Alarm Manager here, and at this point we have a full alarm set up, so we can save this. And that's the basics of setting up a UniFi Protect alarm to send a webhook to an automation in Home Assistant. Once you set up these webhooks, you can do pretty much anything with it. As we saw earlier, there are a lot of events in the UniFi Protect. They are not all available in the UniFi Protect integration in Home Assistant, so if you want to do some more things, this webhook system is great for that. If you want more details on setting up webhooks with UniFi Protect and Home Assistant, check out my blog in the link below. I also cover how to send a webhook from Home Assistant to UniFi Protect if you wanted to reverse that. It is a little more complicated. And then I'll also include the link to Doorbell MQTT UniFi, my custom project for controlling the animations and sounds on the UniFi G4 Doorbell Pro.